Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. So, I know I have been MIA from YouTube for quite a while now. For the last couple weeks I've had finals and projects and papers and so many things I've had to do for school, and I really needed to make sure I had pulled out some good grades this semester, so kind of put YouTube on the back burner. But I am back and it's finally break. Whole month off and it's gonna go by so fast, I already know, but it's already amazing. So anyways, today's video I'm going to be showing you the new Tartelette in Bloom palette, and this is just came out from Tarte. I say just came out, within the last month or so. I meant to do this video when I got this palette for my birthday, which was almost a month ago. But like I said, I've been crazy busy with school and work. So anyways, this is the palette. It's really, really pretty. I'd never got the first Tartelette palette because it was really too purpley for me. I'm not a big purple eyeshadow person. I lean more towards like purple and coolish toned colors. So this one came out and I was obsessed. And it's got 3 shimmer shades and the rest are matte. The other palette is all matte. But this is what it looks like. So I'm just going to kind of give like a review and show you some of the swatches of the shadows just so you can see if it's something you might want to look into getting. I do believe this palette is $40 or $45. I'm not sure. This was a birthday present, so if you're watching, thank you, Lauren. So I'm going to show you some of the shadows and how they swatch and if this palette is worth it or not. So anyways, if you want to see some of these shades and see how they swatch, then just keep watching. The construction of this palette is kind of dumb. Like, it does not go past this, so that's all you get. You can't open it any further. It's gonna be kind of weird to swatch this. So I'm going to do this first row here, but this is actually the first shadow. So I'm gonna go this way. I hate putting my fingers in these. I just feel like I'm gonna ruin them. Okay, so this shade here is called Charmer. This is Jet Setter, Rocker, and Smoke Show. Smoke Show is so pigmented. It's really dark. It's almost like a charcoal gray, I guess. And then this Rocker color, it's like a very pretty shimmery taupe. I really, really like that color. And for the most part, they're really pigmented. The only one that I have had a problem with is that first shade, Charmer. It's really light and it might show up on darker skin tones, but since I am oh so pale, it doesn't quite show up on me, but it is a good eyeshadow to just kind of like set your primer. So this next row is this one, and I'm going to swatch these. So I'm pretty sure this is my favorite row. This color is Flower Child, Smarty Pants, Firecracker, and Activist. Firecracker is my favorite shade in this whole palette. It is so, so pretty. It's like a burnt bronzy orange goldish kind of something. It's really, really pretty, and this palette has a lot of good transition shades, so there's some really good transition shades in there as well. But seriously, Firecracker though is so, so pretty. I love this color. And this last row, I'm gonna do this one. So this shade here doesn't like to show up on my skin. You can kind of see the little bit of shimmer in it. Well, it's got a lot of shimmer in it, but you can kind of see it here. This is Funny Girl, and it's such a pretty shimmery shade. I love it. This is Sweetheart, another good transition shade. This is Rebel, and this is Leader. So that one is a very good like warm row. It's got a lot of like reddish browns. I think those are my favorite actual colors, but that shimmer though. This one right here is Funny Girl, and it is the only one that gives you any trouble with fallout and not really being as pigmented on the lid. So I do have to use like Max Fix Plus or kind of make it wet to put it on your eyelid, and it makes it, you know, that much more shiny, I guess, but it does have a little bit of issues with pigmentation on your lid. But as far as all of the other shades go, I'm really impressed with this palette, and I love the fact that it has kind of like a cool tone row, a neutral row, and then a warm row. So that's what drew me to this palette more, and the fact that it has 3 shimmers rather than the completely matte palette. I feel like you can just really spice up a look with some of these shimmery shades, and I love this palette so much. But I am going to be doing a tutorial with this palette soon. If you do want to see this palette in action, I will have it up really soon, so watch for that. And if you like Tarte shadows, I think you would really love this palette. And if you don't like Tarte, or if you've never tried Tarte shadows, I think this would be a really good one to try. I feel like it's a very good beginner's palette because you do have your 4 colors, you know, kind of laid out. You know, you've got your like shimmery lid shade, your crease, your highlight, and your defining shade. And I just think it's a really good, versatile, but also user-friendly palette for beginners. And it also comes with one of these little card things, which I think is so helpful. When I'm uninspired and I really want to use a palette, but I have no idea where I want to go with my look, I love having these because I just feel like it's so helpful. I think these are really good for beginners but really want to use a palette but aren't sure in which direction to go. I think these are awesome. So I love when palettes incorporate these because I'm just like, you're right, we need these. We do need these. Sometimes we're a little uninspired, but we still want to look good. So that is it for this video. Don't forget, I am going to be doing a look featuring this palette very soon, so if you're interested, then just stay tuned for that. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and always remember to stay trendy.